number 5 in our compiled compiled sets for upcut, asset, DUST, and SASE. So choose the letter of the best answer. Now, number 5 is we are to find the absolute difference of absolute values. So these symbols here, the vertical lines, are symbols of absolute value. Okay, absolute value of a number is the distance of a number on the number line from 0, and it is always positive or 0. Okay, let's start. So 3 minus 9 minus 9 minus 16. Okay. So, what's the difference of 3 minus 9? It's minus 6. And the difference of 9 minus 16 is minus 7. The absolute value of negative 6 is positive 6 minus the absolute value of negative 7 is positive 7. So, the answer here is 6 minus 7. Absolute value is the absolute value of negative 1, since 6 minus 7 is negative 1. So, absolute value of negative 1, 1. So, our answer is letter D. Hello, we are number 6 of our compiled set questions for your upcut, asset, DUST, and SASE. So, what is the product of negative 1.46 and negative 1.56? Okay, we have our choices here. If you notice, they have the same number of digits, the same sequence, but they differ in signs and decimal places. So our question here is asking for the product. So multiplication. Now in multiplication, negative times negative is positive. Then these two here, D and E, are already wrong because they have negative signs. So what's left from our choices? We have A, B, and C. And also, in multiplication, we are going to count the number of decimal places. Like in first number, you have 2. And second number, you have 2. So, a total of 4 decimal places. So, from A, B, C choices, letter C has 4 decimal places. So, letter C is your answer. Aside from that, if you multiply 1 times 1, it is very impossible that the answer is 22 or 227. So letter C is your correct answer. That is how you save time in each of your item during the examination, since you are not allowed to use calculator. So check the choices, then analyze. Okay, number 7 of our compiled set questions for your upcut, asset, DUST, and SASE. So in number 7, our GIMDAS rule applies. So G stands for grouping, and that includes parentheses and brackets, then multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So from here, we are going to simplify this. 7 minus 4, and then minus 4. So, again, we get first the answer of the inside grouping, the parenthesis. So, 7 minus 4 is 3. And then close bracket, then minus 4. After that, minus 3, times 7 minus 3 is 4. So, then minus 4. So, minus 3 times 4, negative 12. Minus 4 equals minus 12 and minus 4 is negative 16. So, letter A is your answer. Okay, number 8 of our compiled set questions for your APCAT, ASSET, DUST, and SASE. So just simplify x to the fourth, y to the power of 3, raised to the power of 5, or to the fifth power. No, in our exponent rules, our power rule applies here. So in power rule, to raise the power to a power, just multiply the exponents. So in the case of number 8, our base is x, then power is 4, for y, 3, and then to the fifth power. So to raise the power to power, just multiply the exponents. So for your x, 4 raised to the fifth is 4 times 5. So 4 times 5. And then for your y is 3 times 5. So your answer is x to the power of 20 and y to the power of 15. So your answer is letter B. Okay, letter B. Okay, here's for number 9 of our compiled set questions. Which of the following has the lowest value? Okay, letter A, 3 over 8, B, 0.2 squared, C, 2 over 25, D, 10%, and E, 1 square root of 1.69. Now, from your letter E, square root of 1.69 is just equal to 1 something. Since square root of 1 is 1. So, 1 something. Then, your 10% is just equal to 0.1. So, that's 10 divided by 100. Then, your 2 over 25 is just, if you add 2 zeros in your 2, so divided by 25, so that makes 8. So, move the decimal place since you add 2 zeros. 1, 2, so you move decimal place from here to 2 decimal place. So your answer for here is 0.08. Now, 0.2 times 0.2, since that's 0.2 squared, so 2 times 2 is 4, but you have 2 decimal place na total. So your answer is 0.04. Okay? Since 2 times 2 is 4, but then you have 2 decimal place, so that makes 0.04. Then here, 3 over 8 is 30 divided by 8 is that 3 something. So you add 1 0, so you move 1 0 to the left, then that makes 0.3 something. So your lowest value here is letter B, 0.04. So letter B is your answer. Okay, here's number 10, the easiest out of 100 items. So which of the following has the largest value? So A 0.9, B 0.99, C 0.999, D 0.099, and E 0.909. Of course, letter C. The answer is letter C. Here's number 11 of our compiled set questions for APCAT, ASSET, UST, and SASE. Okay, choose the letter of the best answer. Number 11 is to simplify 4 squared times 5 squared. So expressions like this, uh, they have different bases but similar exponents. So just multiply the bases and then copy the exponents. So multiply the bases. Our bases here are 4 and 5. So multiply 4 and 5. So 4 times 5 is 20 and the exponent is 2. So 20 squared is 20 times 20 and that is 400. So 400 is our answer. Letter E.